We uphold the free search for truth. We will not be bound by a statement of belief. We do not ask anyone to subscribe to a creed. We say ours is a non-creedal religion. Ours is a free faith. Marta Flanagan.
Unitarian Universalism is an interesting religion. Having their roots in Christianity, early Unitarians were a more liberal religious people. They were originally perceived as heretics. It was not until the Reformation that more liberal religious thought would be accepted. It wasn't until the 20th century that the Unitarians and the Universalists merged to form the Unitarian Universalists. We will look at the Unitarian Universalists and what they believe in. We will also look at one man who disagrees with them completely. Tonight, Unitarian Universalists.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." Hi, I'm Public Access Television's Ted McCormick, and I'm a Christian. Now, it's Christmas time again, so I'm here tonight to talk to you about Unitarian Universalists. Strange name for a strange group of people.
I'm a Unitarian and have been since I was about 22 years old.
Myself since the mid-90s.
It took me a while to find Unitarians, but this is a church where you kind of can believe whatever you want to believe.
I have been a Unitarian just about 3 years, but since I've joined this church.
I guess you call it convert. I was born Lutheran.
I grew up Methodist and Presbyterian.
I was originally in a mixed religious family, Catholic mother and a Lutheran father.
In high school, actually, I got sort of away from the strict theological Christianity. I just found that I wanted to use my own language to express my religious experience.
Too much pressure, and I really didn't believe the fire and brimstone.
I was never one to be very much into the Bible.
What do you like about, what draws you sort of to this religion?
Okay, let me just get my charges to sit at the table. Guys, we're back at the table. Do you want to bring Mousy over to be with us?
You see, the thing about being a Christian is that my religion has a creed. Unitarian Universalists do not have a creed. And I think that's strange. I think it's wrong. I think religions need defining beliefs to define them. Belief. That's an important word when discussing religion, isn't it? It is. That's right.
We don't have a creed. I mean, the most common Christian creed is the Nicene Creed. I believe in God the Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, and Jesus Christ, his only Son, and on and on and on it goes.
We are a religion, in fact, and grow out of two strains of liberal Christianity, the Unitarians and the Universalists.
But it's not a creed that you read and have to say that you believe in anything particular together. You're allowed to believe the way you want, but we come together to celebrate life and celebrate respecting each other.
I feel like I'm in a community of faith that is dedicated to the betterment of humankind, but not limited to really specific religious dogma.
And the Unitarians in particular uplifted humanity to the point where we realized we all have the spark of the divine in us, and not just Jesus.
It's very spiritual, and to me that's what religion is.
And so as Unitarians, we don't necessarily want to be reciting beliefs, because we take a lot of different groups in. Anybody's welcome here.
The principles of, excuse me, guys, I'm trying to get an interview. Let's have a seat. Can you listen? Do you want more chips than that? Okay, try it again. What do you do?
Can I please have some more chips?
Of course.
Please?
Much better. So we work on our behavior.
There's only been one one Unitarian leader, and he was the king of Transylvania. Transylvania. Okay, I think you've heard of Transylvania before. I talked about it in my Halloween special. What kind of a spooky goblin king would follow religion like Unitarian Universalism?
We have 7 principles which defines Unitarian Universalists. The first one is that we believe in the inherent worth and dignity of all people.
I don't think there's any other place that you really can get the sort of brotherhood. We bring our grandson, and I do because he learns how to work with people on a spiritual level, a community level. It's different than you would get with a school or even necessarily a family.
I am thrilled that I have found a church that reflects my personal values in terms of tolerance and openness to different aspects of religious thought.
I liked the format of the worship service was very much like what I had grown up with in the Protestant traditions.
The familiarity.
Yes, and that was very nice. And yet, within that context, I was free to use my own language theologically. The theological aspect was open.
Another strange practice these Unitarian Universalists have is the celebration of the holiday of solstice. Now, for those of you who don't know what solstice is, it is the shortest day of the year. That would be the darkest day of the year, the day with the least amount of sunlight. And they celebrate this holiday in the dead of winter, right near the end of December. But it's not like Christmas, you see, because solstice is on December 21st, Christmas is on December 25th. And sometimes solstice is even not on the 21st, it's on the 22nd, so the day changes. And who would celebrate a holiday with a day that changes year by year? Easter changes yearly, but that's affected by when Lent begins, which is determined by the cycle of the moon. I digress.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style.
One tradition I look forward to at Christmas time is the singing of Christmas carols. It came upon a midnight clear as a personal... It was written by a what? Can we go to a commercial break, please?
We believe more that God is in each of us. So it's more of a democratic process. In other words, each of us has a part of God, and we can grow that in our society.
Kids always say when they come they feel that they're at home. And that people will accept them no matter what. It's a home for a lot of people.
The wild stallion of religion. Well, actually, it's a very well-mannered stallion. The spirit of the horse is free, but the behavior is very much so. Put the mouse down. Excuse me.
Yet, because we cannot tell people what to believe, that's our firmest principle, is in that individual conscience, and the spark of the divine is in each one of us.